What is going on, my people? How you doing? Thank you for the support once again. Yes, welcome to Ed Talks. I'm Ed and I'm going to be talking about indica and sativa. Is there a difference? Right, for YouTube, it's a cigarette. Look, it's white, it's a cigarette, it's a cigarette. May or may not taste like runts, but you know. So, what is indica and what is sativa, and is there a difference? Yes and no. What I mean by that is, maybe 40 odd years ago or something, you'd be able to get a sativa dominant or an indica, like an actual 100% sativa, I mean, or an indica, 100% indica. But with crossbreeding over the years, it's virtually impossible to get 100% sativa or 100% indica. And then when they say it's sativa dominant now, it's more based on the terpenes and cannabinoid profile. I mean, at the end of the day, like, for instance, let me think about it. How do I put it? Tell you what, we can take distillate, for instance. We can take distillate from indica, an indica, 100% indica. We can take distillate from 100% sativa. Now, you smoke them, you're not going to feel no different. You're not going to feel no different. Same if you get like 99% THC or the isolate crystals. You get that off of a sativa plant or you get that off of an indica plant. There's going to be no difference. No difference. It's all about, I'll go back to my terpene video. It's a terpene profile. And cannabinoids, obviously. I haven't done a video on cannabinoids yet, but I will do. So, hang on. So yeah, it's more on the terpene side of it now because they've interbred so much over the years. For instance, they get a sativa plant and it takes 14 weeks, maybe 16 weeks to flower and get its fruit mature, its flowers for us to consume. But that's too long. In the world now, the world's all about speed and money. How quickly can we do it and how much money can we get for it? So these 100% sativas have all died out over the years because everyone's, sort of prohibition has done, I suppose. Everyone's crossbreeding these 8-week indicas with the sativas to get the sativas to have a shorter period, a flower period time, to make it flower quicker. So instead of it taking 14 to 16 weeks, proper land race, now they've cut it down to 10 weeks, and then they've managed to cut it down to 8 weeks because they're crossbreeding it. But when they're crossbreeding it, they're changing the genetics. So this 100% sativa, I mean, I'm sure you could probably go to, I don't know, let's think of it, Durban poison. You could probably go there and find it. That's why I said yes and no, because you could probably go to Durban and find 100% sativa, but that's going to be hard going. You ain't going to get that from no one. Is it going to be hard? You ain't getting it from a dispensary in the US, you ain't getting it in Spain, and you ain't getting it in England or any other places because it takes too long to flower. Holland, you might get some in Holland, right? Because, I don't know. But it takes too long to flower. So when I say yes and no, yes, there are some sativas out there, but you'd be bloody hard to get it nowadays. 30 odd years ago, yeah, you'd smash it. You'd be getting sativa all day long. And let me tell you, right? You know Arjun from Strain Hunters? So he was talking to, I was watching a video and he was around the table with Damian Marley and Burner. And he said to him, listen to this. He was like, this is a mad fact. He went, you can take 100% sativa seed. So let's go to Durban, we'll get a seed that's 100% sativa. We've got this seed, right? Now we take that seed to the Indian mountains up high, elevated. Now that seed will pop, germinate and grow as an indica plant. Sativa is long, thin leaves, takes long to flower. But you take it up the Indian mountains, it will be an indica leaf, a big fat leaf, and grow it totally different. No one knows why this is. No one knows why this is. So this is what I mean. It's just a plant. It has different effects on different strains at the end of the day. If you find a strain that you like, then boy, look, I'll go back to the terpene one. Look up the terpenes, look up the cannabinoid profiles. And then when you pick your next strain, you'll be able to go by that and go, right, do I like sativas? Do I like the effect that gave me? But I can tell that it's high in whatever terpene it is, limonene. Let's go for that one. Did I like the way they made it feel? Yeah, I did. So the next time you go for your next thing, you go for that. You don't just say, I just want a sativa, because I've had sativas in the past as well that knocked me out like an indica. Boom. They say, yeah, this is sativa, bruv. Yeah, smash that. I'm like, yeah, cool. Bang. 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like that, bruv. I'm like, what is going on? You told me that was a sativa, fam. You know, like, mad. So, yeah, it is all. And another thing, we're all human beings and we're all made up differently genetically. We're all different. So a plant will react different to you than it will for me. 100%. Totally different. So, I mean, you get a similar effect, but nothing, like, we are different people. So at the end of the day, is there a difference between indica and sativa? Yes and no. I mean, like I say, you're never going to get it now. I mean, unless you go and get the seed yourself and think, right, I'm going to flower that for 16 weeks or whatever it is. Boy, you're good. But then my man down the road's got 2 crops in the time you've done that one. See what I'm saying? So, anyway, listen, people, you know what it is, man. I love you. You know that. If no one's told you that today already, I love you, man. And like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video. Yeah, love it, man. Peace, brother.